that you've experienced up until this point, it was necessary in order for you to be the woman that you are and be who you are, and God is with you. And that's when it really... Hey, well, you gotta be upright. Knees. Whenever you come back home or whenever you sober up, like, you realize that all of that's really not that fun, and you have to continuously keep going back to that to receive that high. I'm not trying to condemn you. I ain't trying to judge you, because I'm not God, but I'm speaking to you as a sister. I'm speaking to you as a friend, as, you know, a cousin, whatever the case may be. Just want to let you know that whatever you have done, I don't care if you just picked up a blunt a couple of minutes ago, you are going to make mistakes. You are going to fumble. You are going to trip up sometimes. But that's why God gives you grace. What's up, y'all? Sakpase just means basically what's up, what's going on in Creole. But guys, what is today's date? Girl, I don't even know. Let me check one second. Hold on. Okay. Today is Wednesday, December 20th. And guys, I told you in the last vlog that I am getting baptized, okay? And it's happening this week, Sunday. So I felt the call to share my testimony. So I'm going to basically share the process of getting baptized and then incorporate my testimony in it, vlog style, however, you know, the Holy Spirit leads me. But so today they're having a virtual baptism class. So if you're unfamiliar, most churches, what they do is before you get baptized, you have to take a baptism class, whether it's in person or virtually. Basically, they run over like what it means to get baptized, like who should get baptized, and just like they're just giving you the whole shebang about what it is before you make that next step and that decision, because they want you to make an informed decision and not just to do it for the sake of doing it. So the class actually starts in 4 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys me sitting and partaking in the class. And then, yeah, then the baptism is actually this weekend, which is also Christmas weekend. And I just will also sit down at some point in the video and share my testimony with you guys, or just share my faith journey. Because I had one lady, she commented on one of my community posts and was like, can I share my faith journey with you guys in a sit down video? So I am going to incorporate my faith journey as a part of this vlog as well. Girl, why am I so scary on this camera? Oh my god. Girl, I'm losing background because I just look scary. Dang. Alright. There we go. Get there. Alright, okay, okay. So I still have people, so we're coming in. I got 0310196 CH.
Send me to the hotel. We're gonna send out an email this evening on directions. You'll have directions and everything. When you show up to the hotel, you'll be given your shirt. That's why we ask for your shirt sizes. And we will line up and get everything ready for you guys. And we'll have the baptism. So you want to show up at the hotel probably about 1:45 to 2 o'clock. And you want to wear dark clothing, you know, tights or dark pants.
The substitute for sin is the only way a man can be saved.
Y'all, I just got off of the baptism call. I actually have somewhere to go in like the next 15 minutes and I'm gonna head out, but I am looking forward to this. I'm excited because, you know, getting baptized is like a public declaration of your faith, and it's like you're making yourself new, right? You're dying to everything that was and you're becoming new in Christ, right? So that's like a rebirth within itself. So I just feel like it's so monumental, right? Because I had put it in my vision book at the beginning of this year. I said that I wanted to get baptized. And I didn't know when I was gonna get baptized, right? And we are getting literally baptized at the 11th hour, like right before the year is over, right? And at one point I was like, well, damn, I'm not gonna be able to get baptized. I lost all the opportunities that I could. And, you know, when I was finally obedient and I moved here, and then I went to the first church that I was at, you know, they told me that, you know, they were done doing baptisms for the year. So they were going to resume doing it in 2024. And I was like, well, you know, I really want to get baptized. And it's like God heard that and he knew my desires of my heart. And he allowed me to find this church, which is going to be my new church home, because I just really love the community aspect and how they invited me. But I found this church by the grace of God just in time before the year is over. And lo and behold, they are doing one last baptism for the year. They're literally at the last minute. This year was a crazy year. And I told y'all the story of me being disobedient, not listening, delaying what God had for me, and then falling into that whole cycle of all that was going on. And, you know, it looked kind of like, well, you know, there's no redemption, or it's going to take me a while to recover from this or to receive what God had for me. But God is a God of 11th hour miracles, 11th hour blessings, okay? Do not give up on what God has for you or his promises, right? Even at the 11th hour, I'm telling you, if he says something is for you and you know he said it's for you, keep on having faith, keep on believing, because it is also according to your faith that it is done. It is according to your faith. If you don't have that faith, baby, you need to work on that. And it tells you don't even need big faith. You just need faith as small as a mustard seed. But as I've been doing this walk with God, my faith has been like illuminated to the point where, you know, if I share my story with some people, they're like, well, girl, you crazy. You got crazy faith. And yeah, I think I am an embodiment of what it means to have crazy faith and just trust in God. And that's why I feel the need to share my story, because somebody needs to hear this. And even if it's just one person, I'm so thankful that you're hearing this right now, because I know that these are things that I wish that I would have heard. So yeah, I'm so excited. Like, my eyes are low-key getting a little bit teary, which is partially because I'm kind of sick, but I'm getting a little bit teary-eyed because God is good. Like, I can't believe I'm about to get baptized. I've never been baptized before. I know a lot of people, like, maybe they were baptized when they were babies, but that wasn't really a decision you made. Your parents just kind of made it for you. But I've never been baptized at all. So I am making this decision in my adult life, in my adulthood, to say, you know what? I want to take this public declaration of faith that the Lord Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I believe in him. And everybody and their mama got to know that. So now y'all know.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah. No longer blinded, I can see you. I'm on my way to meet you. We gotta talk, you know. All these trials and tribulations got me tired, I need rest. And I heard that I can come to you when weary of my flesh. You awaken me from death. God, I need you.
Hey y'all, so today is Saturday, December 23rd. Tomorrow is the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, which is also going to be the day that I'm getting baptized. And I just came from an event a couple of minutes ago, and I met these ladies, and you know, through a mutual friend. And they were like, you know, what are you doing tomorrow? You know, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And I said, what am I doing tomorrow? And I was like, oh, I'm getting baptized. And I just said it so like calm and so nonchalant. And they were like, oh my goodness, congratulations. What are you doing afterwards? Are you celebrating? Like, we should all go out to brunch. Like, you know, getting baptized is like getting a degree. Like, this is a big accomplishment. And that's when it kind of hit me. I was like, yeah, like, girl, you really, I was like, girl, you really getting baptized tomorrow. Like, this is major. This is huge. This is exciting. Like, I almost was just a little bit too, like, in my head, I was a little bit not too nonchalant about it. I had to just be like, wait, God, hold on. My bad, God. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm not excited to make this public declaration, because I am. And, you know, I just got back home and I just changed into some like sleep clothes. And then I was like, I gotta come on the camera and just speak to y'all for a little bit. And, you know, it really hit me that, yo, I'm really getting baptized. And this is huge because I have never been baptized before. I know that, you know, a lot of people, when they are babies or when they're first born, they get baptized. That was not the case for me. So I spent the entirety of my childhood, never been baptized. Now I'm in my adulthood, still wasn't baptized. And, you know, now I'm just like, okay, I want to make that public declaration to God. And that was something that I put on my vision book earlier this year to do. And lo and behold, right at the ending of the year, I'm getting baptized. And I just wanted to come here and just share a little bit of my testimony. So, you know, growing up, I wasn't somebody that went to church often. I would go to my grandma's house a lot, and she was Jehovah's Witness. I'm gonna be real transparent. I used to dread going, you know, over to, like, you know, to go to her services, to like the Kingdom Hall and stuff like that. And this is not me knocking anybody's like religion, but me personally, I just dreaded it, you know, especially as youth. And I'd go to my grandma's house. I did have, like, you know, some cousins that every now and then they would do like Bible study with me every now and then, which, you know, that I kind of enjoyed. But going to the Kingdom Hall, I did it because I felt like there was a lot of room for church hurt there. Always felt very uncomfortable and kind of discriminated against. But regardless of that experience, growing up, despite me not going to church, in my actual household, where immediate family, like, I wasn't going to church. I think I would probably step foot in the church once in a blue moon, and that would probably be for like a random holiday. So it was nothing that I was doing religiously. But growing up, one thing that I always stuck with was prayer. Time before I used to go to bed, I would always pray to God, just for God to make me wake up in the morning and just to protect me from nightmares. Very childish prayers, but, you know, looking back at it, that was kind of the beginning of it all. Being able, even as, you know, a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, being able to just pray those little prayers and not think anything of it. But I just knew that there was a God, and, you know, I was just praying to him, you know, the kiddish prayers. But outside of that, I never really had like this close, intimate relationship with God until, I would say, leading up into, what year was this? 2019. That's when I think that I started to develop a relationship with God. Prior to developing that relationship with God, I was just in a state of constantly seeking male validation, really just looking for love in a whole bunch of places outside of God, right? I was looking for love in relationships. I was looking for love through, you know, friendships that were not good for me. I was just looking for it in all the wrong places. And, you know, I fell into a lot of things that I didn't necessarily have to fall into, but, you know, I did. And yeah, right. And, you know, 2019 would say that was when I started to kind of walk with God. But I wasn't going to church or anything like that. But, you know, I was starting to amp up my prayer life a little bit. That's when I really started seeking him. Started to be like, okay, God, like, what do you want for my life? What do you have for me? I know that there is more for me. And just fast forwarding over to 2022. 2022 was the turning point with my walk with God. And I really, if my friend is watching this, Ariana, she had, at the beginning of 2022, I had did my vision book for the year, and the year was crazy. I was really going through a period of isolation. I was going through a period of feeling so inadequate, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just feeling so alone. But I knew that I wasn't really alone, and I knew that God was with me. There was just that feeling that I couldn't explain. But, you know, fast forward to this one day, she just mentioned her church that she was going to, and she just invited me to come to her church. And I went, and I think that's what kind of set everything off for me. That really triggered that God has been with you this whole time, and everything that you've experienced up until this point, it was necessary in order for you to be the woman that you are and be who you are, and God is with you. And that's when it really catapulted my relationship with God. And that church was kind of far from me, so they had online service. So that's when I started going to like online service every Sunday religiously. And that's when I started to kind of embark on that's when I really started to pray. Like, my personal relationship with God developed, because I really want to just hone in on the fact that it's not just about going to church, right? Because we're all human, and you never know who you're following, right? So, but it's really about having that intimacy, that one-on-one with God. Because some people just go to church on Sunday just to check it off their box. But Monday through Saturday, they ain't checking in with God. They're not praying. They're not doing any of that. But I was really taking the time to pray, seek him. That's when I got into fasting. And that's when I really started to see the glory of God in my life. And I started to get into my word. Forward to 2023, the beginning of the year, I was like, I want to develop this relationship with God even more than ever before. And that's when I made the devotion. I made the dedication to do a daily devotional every single day of this year for all 365 days of the year. And there were some days where I maybe messed up, but for the most part, I was about 98% consistent with reading my daily devotional, making sure that I started every morning with prayer, regardless of what I was going through, regardless of how I felt. In my first 21-day fast with a church that I was previously a part of at the beginning of the year, I did it virtually online. And then ever since then, I have done so many other fasts by myself, because I wanted to draw near to God, and because I wanted to hear what he had for me and what he had for my life. And I, like, every single time I've done the fast on my own accord, God has revealed so much to me. He has spoken so much over my life. And I just advocate anyone, like, if you want to go on a fast, go ahead and do it, girl or guy, whoever's watching this. But yeah, that's kind of my story. And I know I'm not sharing the whole nitty-gritty of my testimony, but I just really want to say that God has done a transformation in my life. And I want to share this message. My young woman out there, right? Which is anywhere from the ages of, we can say start as young as 16 all the way to the age of like 34. Let's just say that. That's a big range, but you know, a lot of churches consider that age range to be like the young adults ministry, right? Actually, ages from like 18 to 34, around that. But I'm saying 16 to 34 because I think you should start from young. I want to let you know that I know society is pushing this promiscuous culture on you. I know that they're making it seem like you cannot be saved and cannot love God and have fun at the same time. I know that they're pushing all of that onto you. And I know it's like, it's given the baddie aesthetic and, you know, you want to be a bad girl. You want to be, you know, whatever the case may be. But I just want to come here and just let you know that you can be beautiful and you can still be doing your thing and still love God, right? And you can still be a God-fearing woman and you can still be 10 toes down for God and still enjoy life. You could still be 10 toes down for God and still look good, right? I don't know where we've gotten this like idea that, oh, because you love God, because you want to follow God, that you gotta be, I don't know, like you just dry bones now, right? Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like you gotta look crusty dusty and all of that. Like, no, you can still look put together. You can still be fine and beautiful and still love God, and, you know, and not have to be putting yourself out there and giving yourself to multiple different men and not having to use drugs like weed and always being drunk and never having a day sober and all of that. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you do not have to do it. I know that's what the world is doing, and I know that when you sometimes be in, like you're in it, it seems like it's fun, but I've been in that position. And whenever you come back home or whenever you sober up, like you realize that all of that's really not that fun, and you have to continuously keep going back to that to receive that high. And you never receive the same high that if you were just to walk with God and be with God, because God can fulfill you and he can give you peace that surpasses all understanding. And you do not need any of that to have fun. You don't need weed to have fun. You don't need, you know, you don't need a whole bunch of liquor to have fun. I'm not telling you that, you know, you can't drink your wine every now and then, because I would be a liar to say that I don't be sipping a little something every now and then. But I'm not getting drunk out of my behind, right? I don't need that. I don't need constant validation from men to make me know that I am beautiful, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And I know it's not popular. I know it's not advocated or encouraged to be a woman of God and to be a woman who loves God and follows within his commandments, right? Nobody is perfect. We are all gonna fall short, and don't let nobody come and tell you otherwise and try to condemn you or judge you or whatever. I'm not trying to condemn you. I ain't trying to judge you, because I'm not God, but I'm speaking to you as a sister. I'm speaking to you as a friend, as, you know, a cousin, whatever the case may be, to let you know that you can live a good life with God. You can still have a fun life with God. You can still be that boss babe with God. You can still do all of these things and be with God, right? Right? I'm going on a tangent. I am going on a tangent. And I'm talking for way too long, and I don't even know if anybody's really going to sit and listen through this whole rant that I'm going through. But I just want to let you know that whatever you have done, I don't care if you just picked up a blunt a couple of minutes ago. I don't care if you just came home and you were blackout drunk. I don't care if you were addicted to pornography. Whatever your issue was, listen, God is waiting on you to turn your life to him. He is waiting on you. Don't feel like you have done too much, that you cannot turn your life to God, because you can. And don't let anybody and their mama tell you that you cannot. Don't let anybody and your mama and their mama tell you or condemn you, okay? Because at the end of the day, the only person that can come and tell you about yourself is God. And I'm telling you that he is waiting on you to turn to him and to give your life to him. And this is not going to be an overnight shift. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to fumble. You are going to trip up sometimes. But that's why God gives you grace. God, as long as you have the heart posture and the willingness to change and the willingness to really walk with God, best believe that in his perfect timing, he will make you new. He will make you a new creation. He will give you a new life. Okay? I promise. Yo, listen, this ain't no joke. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I really hope that the message was conveyed that the way that it was supposed to be conveyed. And I hope that somebody feels the urge and the desire to draw closer to God and see what he has for him. See what he has for you. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow during my baptism. Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm in the car. Just came back from church and I just arrived at the hotel. So I have my change of clothes in my purse. I have my little tripod because y'all, I'm gonna get the footage. Oh girl, I'm gonna get the footage for y'all. What the? Oh, it's the kids. Oh, sorry, somebody honking, but I'm gonna get the footage for y'all of your girl getting baptized. And yeah, I'm excited. Like, I don't know, I'm excited for what God is about to do in my life, because just this whole move to Texas was an act of obedience. And, you know, coming from a season of being disobedient to now walking in obedience and then doing this public declaration of faith is just like, oh my goodness. Like, girl, you on fire for the Lord. Nah, but
Walking by the flesh, that's when I live. God told me I'm someone, told me I'm someone, told me I'm someone, told me I'm someone, know that I'm someone. No, I'm a child of God. I want to God away. Close to your love again. I give my heart again, Jesus. I want to go to God away. Close to your love again. I give my heart again, Jesus. I know it's the only way. I bet there's a only way. Tell me all right.
Joanne, if you love the Lord, you have a bishop, ready to baptize. Yes. All right. In obedience to the Lord's command, and by the confession of his children's name, I'm baptizing Joanna in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.
It's the Holy Spirit saving me.
all right, yeah, so I'm laying down my edges because I'm about to go back out. I came back home after the baptism and I showered, dried off my hair for the most part, and now I'm in some pajamas because I am going to 2 pajama parties. So I got invited to one that is at 4 o'clock, which is 4:55, so already started. It's like not too far from me. And then I got invited to another one later at 9 p.m. and I'm gonna go to that one as well. And that one, they're doing a white elephant, so I gotta go get a gift for that one. Hopefully I can find something good. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just share that with y'all and just close it out. And you know, your girl got baptized, right? Yeah, I know y'all saw the clip. My lash done came off. I had to re-put that thing back on. I did struggle to get out the water because my eyes was burning from the chlorine and stuff, but for me, like, they lifted me back up. I really did feel like I was just being lifted into newness. Like, I just literally felt like everything previously was washed away, right? And I just felt like it was so symbolic because earlier today, it was like pouring and raining and cloudy. And after the baptism and after I got out and I was driving home, the sun started like coming out and like I was just driving and the horizon was just so beautiful and like the sun was just shining. And I don't know, I just literally felt like God was just like talking to me and just saying, this is your rebirth, right? And that this doesn't mean that everything's gonna be peaches and cream, of course not. But I really feel like God is about to do a new thing, and I'm here for it. I'm excited, but I'm nervous and I'm scared, because when you're stepping into the unknown, it can be a very scary thing. And sometimes when you've been praying to God and God starts to answer your prayers, it could be a little bit scary. It could be like, wait, hold on. Am I really ready for what you've been praying for? So we have just been praying that prayer that God equips me with everything that I need to sustain what he's about to do in my life, to sustain the overflow and the abundance that he's about to pour into my life, because I don't want to fumble the bag. I don't want to get it and lose it because I don't know how to steward it, or because I'm not disciplined enough, or because, you know, whatever the case may be, or because I don't believe in myself enough, or I don't have enough faith. So I've really just been praying that prayer for God to equip me with the tools that I need to sustain everything that he's about to do. And y'all, even just making this move, you know, like, just really been feeling, like I said, I really felt like my soul tribe was here. And this was back in March, before I even moved. And the way that God has literally just been sending people into my life, where it's just like, and it's just been happening so quick. And, you know, of course, not everybody, their mama is going to be your friend. You need to move with discernment, of course. But the way that people have just been so open, so welcoming, oh my God, so open, so welcoming and inviting. Like, I'm going to 2 pajama parties on Christmas Eve. Like, I just moved here a month and a half ago. I could have very much been spending Christmas Eve alone and by myself, and I would have been perfectly fine with it, okay? Because listen, in the past, I never spent Christmas with a whole bunch of family. Like, I wasn't one of those people. Like, I didn't grow up with like all my family being close knit together and we were spending all the holidays together. So that was something that I was never really used to. So I got used to spending Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that alone. I got used to just doing nothing for those holidays. So being in a whole new city, you would expect that would probably be the same thing. But I literally felt like God was telling me that my soul tribe was here. And lo and behold, Christmas Eve, I'm getting baptized. I'm over here serving at church, y'all. I served this morning at church. I was at church at 8 o'clock. And then now I'm over here going to a pajama party. And it's just like so many things. And like, I recently met this girl like a couple days ago, and she's helping me plan this event that I'm doing for the vision board party. She came to my baptism. Like, girl, like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know, right? Of course, I'm going to move in this season with discernment, and I'm going to pray and invite God into every relationship, friendship that into my life to make sure that it's of him. But literally, yeah, like, I was in a season of real isolation and just feeling so alone. And although I'm in a new city, do not feel alone. God is with me. And I know that in the right time, God is going to engulf me and surround me with the right people. So I just really want to just say this as a testament. And I want to thank God in advance, because I know I'm going to come back and testify. But yeah, I might show you guys a few clips of me at the pajama party, maybe not. But just in case I don't, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, because I know it really wasn't really a vlog. It was just more so me showing y'all my baptism. Not that y'all even care, but I just wanted to share it to y'all anyway. And I really hope that you enjoyed. And if you are watching, I just want to let you know that I took down y'all emails for the vision board party. If you did not see my comment, I'm going to also put it in the description box below for this video. Go click on the form and input your email and your name and your phone number if you want. Don't worry, I ain't gonna give out your phone number. I ain't gonna call you on some weirdo stuff. I just want to have your contact information, so once I release the flyer and everything, I can directly just send it to you guys so you guys can know. So I am gonna have this event be a hybrid style event. So I know most of y'all are all over the US. So I am going to have an option for you to attend via Zoom. And then I'm going to also have a in-person event for those who are local. It's going to be a hybrid style event. So it's going to be going on at the same time simultaneously. So if you are local to the DFW area, you can purchase your tickets to come into the in-person event. At the in-person event, we are going to have mocktails. We are going to have music that's going to be playing. We're going to have a bouquet flower making session so you can make your own bouquet. And then we're also going to have that dedicated time to make your vision journals for 2024. And I just wanted to also share exciting news with you guys. So I'm also going to be releasing vision journals. Yes, so vision journals by me that I created, the vision that God gave me for the journals. I brought it to life, and I'm going to be providing those as well. So if you want to purchase a vision journal, whether you're coming in person or whether you're going to be going to the Zoom, you can still purchase a vision journal. I'll ship it out to you and you'll get it in time so that we can do the vision book party. And I'm also going to drop the flyer right at the ending of this video so you can see all the details and stuff like that. And I'm going to send you information for when tickets are readily available for you to get so that I can have a head count of how many people are going to be there. I really hope that I can see you there because I think it's going to be a phenomenal event. I think it's going to be life transforming. I think it's going to be a great way to build community and a great way to set the intent for the year. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I would love to see you guys there. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you plan on attending, and comment down below if you have any questions or any comments or concerns for me. I really want to hear from y'all. And yeah, that's about it. Bye, y'all.
Told me I'm someone. Told me I'm someone.
This all food that you like to get up. In Hunger Games, play how you want.
No, you should not
Okay.
be here.
Okay, fine.
If you're comfortable with the squat, you can do that. If you're comfortable with the stand, you can do that. Okay.
It's practice.
This is a test round.
Okay.
All right.
No, it can't be that. It has to be, let's go by the
Shoulder, you gotta be like this.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
Okay.
Shoulders like this.
Okay. All right. Everybody in upright.
Okay, we're ready.
All right.
Y'all are so funny.
Toes. Shoulders. Head.
But you gotta be upright.
Knees. Cup.
I'm ready. So each person gets a number. So we'll pull a number out of a hat. Wait, you want them there?
Yes. Well, should we bring the pieces?
Yeah. So we pull a number out of a hat.